Alright, here are some basic guitar chords. I'll do the A chord. So I'm playing it with my pinky on the second string, second fret, ring finger, third string, second fret, and my middle finger, fourth string, second fret. I wrap my thumb around here to mute the sixth string, like so. So that way I can play all six strings, and that sixth string it's not open. Unless some guys do that and it sounds terrible. I can play all six strings. Some guys go like this. That way's okay. I find, well, I guess I have kind of fat fingers maybe, I don't know. These ones here fit in a little bit better. Pack them all inside the second fret. Some variations I'll do. The pinky will shift up to the third fret like that. That's called A sus4. Or that pinky will just lift up and it'll have the second string be open. That's called A sus2. Some guys also with the A chord, they'll go like this. They'll have one finger will hit all three of those inside there. I don't know why they do this. It's hard to not hit the top string, and your thumb can't really wrap around to touch the sixth string, so it's, I don't know, I don't do that. You can also lift up your ring finger and you'll get, so that the third string is open, that gives you an A7 chord. I might refinger this, you can, I think I'd probably go like this usually. You can then combine them where you could have like the 7 with that finger up, and then as well as the sus4. That'd be an A7 sus4 chord. You could do an A major 7, is where this note here, the ring finger, would go down to the first fret. So I just moved the third string, second fret, down to the first fret. That's called A major 7. So that's the A chord. There's so many things you can do. There's so many variations. Some people like to play the 7. They'll add this note here. That'd be an A7. Oh, I guess the minor. Minor would be when the pinky here, that second fret, goes down and it becomes the first fret, which is nice. That's why having this sort of fingering helps, because by this finger you can't really hit the minor, although you wouldn't really go from major to minor that quickly, but generally. That'd be the minor chord there. You could do minor 7. Remember the 7 was you lift up that ring finger, and then you also then move the pinky down. That'll give you an A minor 7. So there's the minor part, and the 7 is that open third string. Minor 7 chord. You can put your pinky down here on the third fret for a 7 as well. It's just different colors. They're both minor 7 chords. They just sound different. I got ring finger, 3rd fret, 5th string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd string's open, 1st finger, 2nd string, 1st fret. I know it's a lot of numbers. And then the top string is just open. And sometimes my thumb will reach around and it will mute that 6th string, so that's not open. You don't want that. You want your lowest note to be the C here, that C note. Now this pinky here, it can play around all inside here. You could put your pinky on your top string, 3rd fret. It's still just C. It just sounds different. You can move him to so still on the 3rd fret, you can move him to the 2nd string, which then makes him, you can lift him up. He's not doing anything because this guy's sort of taken over. That would be, it's called the C add 9, or C add 2, same thing. Okay, I'll put this guy back, I'll lift him up. So we had him. You could also move him onto the 3rd string, 3rd fret, which would then give you your C7. You can play with this guy. You can, if I move him up into the 3rd fret in there, shift him inside, that would give, playing it that way, that would be a C add 4 or C add 11, same thing. I'd probably refinger it though. Well, I guess the pinky could just sit inside there too. Same thing. You can just reach in there. You could lift him up, and that would give you the sus2, or the add 2, because you're still got the 3rd still in there. Some guys like to move this guy around to hit bass notes. Different ways you could finger it. I find this one the easiest. Middle finger, 1st string, 2nd fret, ring finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and 1st finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. Pinky here can touch the 1st string, which then gives you the D sus4 chord. Or you can lift this guy here, you lift him up, make that 1st string open for the D sus2. If you make this guy here, if you make him 1st fret, you have to refinger it a little bit. Go down to there, that gives you your D minor, the saddest of all chords. And if one fingering is a bit too hard, you can just change it. It doesn't really matter that much. For the 7, if this guy here, if he goes down to the 1st fret, down to there, so you have to refinger it. It's almost like an inversion. Everything just gets flipped. So it was like that, and then I just put him down to there for D7. The D major 7, if you put this 1st fret, if you make him the 2nd fret, they're all just 2s. That gives you the major, D major 7. It's kind of hard with the D chord. The thumb can reach, and it can, at least for me, I can mute that 6th string, but this 5th string sometimes does get hit, which isn't the worst thing in the world. accidentally. So it does take some practice with picking. Alright, third middle finger, 6th string, 3rd fret. First finger, 5th string, 2nd fret. And then the 4th string's open, 3rd string's open. The 2nd string can either be open or 3rd fret depressed. It's the same thing, it's just a G chord. They're both G. It's just different colors. And then pinky's on the top there, 3rd fret. I like to really play around with this guy here. There's lots that this finger can do to the G chord. I could move him over to the 4th string, 2nd fret, and then this finger will then mute the 5th string, so it's not ringing. Well, getting a bit of a harmonic, but that gets buried. You can also go onto the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Oh, okay, this one here, when it's there, you would call that a G6 chord, because you're introducing the 6th note of the scale. Here onto the 3rd string, I would call that that's a G sus2. Could with this ring finger, if he's open, it's a different color. Sometimes I will, so that 5th string's being muted, and I'll use this guy here, my 1st finger on that 1st fret, 2nd string, for a sus4. Sounds cool too if you use this guy as well. So these both go down. So he would go there. If this guy goes on to the middle finger goes on to the 4th string, 2nd fret. Minor, the G minor is a little bit tough. What I would do is both these 2 fingers here, I would switch them over onto the next set of strings, and then I'd then mute the top string. I'd have this guy muted by the back of the pinky. He's being muted. G minor. G minor, I'd usually just use a big bar chord. But we're just doing open chords now. Here's E. Different ways you can finger it. So this is my most common way. Middle finger, 5th string, 2nd fret. Ring finger, 4th string, 2nd fret. Pointer finger, 3rd string, 1st fret. And everything else is just open. Sometimes I'll move this guy here up. I'll shift him up into the 2nd fret for the sus4. For the minor, this guy here, he just lifts up, so it's an open string minor. for the 7, you could lift this guy up so that the 4th string is open. You could also put your pinky down here. That's a 7. You could do both. Both 7. Sounds kind of cool when the pinky here goes onto the 2nd fret on the 1st string. Sounds kind of pretty. That'd be an E add 2 or E add 9, same thing. Middle finger, 5th string, 2nd fret. Pointer finger, 4th string, 1st fret. Ring finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret. 2nd string is open, and then the top string is 2nd fret. And then this bottom string is being muted by this finger, or your thumb if you want. It's up to you. Muting just allows that you can then play all 6 strings. You don't have to worry about not hitting a certain string, which is tough when you're strumming like a madman. So that would be a B7 chord. Some guys like to move this bass note around.